Hi everyone, it's Robin. Welcome back to the nest. So I'm here to share with you all my finale for the month of September. I am a little bit late and I realize that, but you can only do so much when you've had surgery. So, my finale. I'm so excited. You know, you guys heard me say that I was getting real nervous that I wasn't going to be able to finish, but even though all of my little pieces and scraps and stuff, I still have some that I'll show you here. I do still feel like it was a success. So, the paper line that I started with was the Bo Bunny Harmony collection. And you guys, if you all have not seen this paper pad, if you do see it, I got mine at Tuesday morning. If you do see it, it's beautiful. And to be perfectly honest, I thought by the time that I got through this 48 sheet plus the 6x6 pad that I used also, I thought that I would be sick of it, but to tell you the God's honest truth, I did not get sick of it. It is that pretty. I mean, it's gorgeous. They're just beautiful, beautiful colors. So, anyway, I used that, and then I had the Noteworthy ephemera that went with it that Tina Kappa had actually found for me at her Tuesday morning. Thank you, Tina. And then I had these wood shapes, and they were these were bird cages. So all of those are gone. Thought I would show you that. I used some ribbon that I had found, and I had it in my stash forever, that I had found at Hobby Lobby, so that's all gone. And so here's what I'm left with now. On this little bird, I had backed it on some black and was going to put it on one of the projects, and then I had put this on foam, the little banner. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I do still have those. I may or may not use them, but I stuck them in my little box anyway. So I had this left, and then I had some things where I was, you know, playing around with some of the paper. I had some of those punched out where I was going to make a flower, and I think on one of my projects I did make some flowers. So those were just extras. And then the only other little pieces of ephemera that I had left, because these are just like things like this, were these letters that were punched out, and I think that it said welcome. I couldn't find anything in the projects that I had made that I could use that with. Oh, and there was, or is that one of mine? There may have been like one of these tabs, but I mean, it's just, oh, there's a little tag. There's a little tag. And that. So, I mean, it's really just more or less just scraps. So, you know, if I just take and dump this, I still feel like I made it. Now these, more than chances are, I am not going to trash these, because I may be able to use them in something. But these little pieces and stuff, I just wanted to show you because I did not throw anything away, just to where I could show you how I did. And so in here, of course, I have these scraps that were solid pieces, and then all of these. And I do know that I could still make cards with it, with some of these. Here is the 6x6 pad. I still have this one sheet, and I can make a guy card. Excuse me, I can make a guy card this month using this sheet and along with the paper pad that I'm using this month. So that won't go to waste. And you know, these pieces, I won't throw these big pieces away like this. I just won't. But some of these that are like this, chances are I'm just going to toss them, because I really, and see there's some solid pieces in here too that I used, because I really feel like that even though these little pieces weren't used up, I still feel like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and I didn't want to just throw any old thing together just to use up each one of these scraps, if you know what I mean. I really enjoyed this. This was my first month. If you guys, I would love it if you guys would join along. It's so satisfying to see what I made and to have all those empties, you know, and stuff that you can throw away, and it's just like, whew, that felt good. So I am going to do a video just for this album, and I had shown you this before, but I am going to do a video just for this album because it is going to be for sale. I need to not only do a video, but I also need to take some pictures and all, because I'm opening an Etsy store, and this will be in the Etsy store. But so stay tuned for that, because I'll go into detail on each one of these pages and all, and show you all the flips and flops and turns and hidden compartments. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you that little waterfall right now. But this was my big project that I wanted to make with this paper line, because I was so in love with it, and I really wanted it to be, you know, I darkened the paper up a little bit by using this darker spray of flowers and this little bundle down here, but that was kind of my intention, just so it wouldn't look like, just so it would mute some of the brighter tones, just a little bit. Plus, I shabbied it up and all and distressed it. So that was the big project that took me forever, because this album is massive and very, very, very time consuming. First project. My second project that I showed you all, and I am going to do a tutorial on this, is I'm going to call these Grammy's brag book. But it can be used for anything. So this is the front right here, and these are the little paper flowers that I made. The two centers here are were part of the ephemera, as well as these leaves, and then I just added a little feather back there just to give it some softness, and some ribbon. And so it's a very simple album. All you have to do is print your pictures, pop them on there, and you're good to go. Same thing here. Picture here, you're good to go. And then here, picture, and you're good to go. So, yeah, it's very simple, very plain and simple. In this one, I really just wanted the papers just to speak for themselves, because they're so gorgeous, and I didn't want, you know, these little albums to be intimidating to anyone, because people who aren't crafters, sometimes they're intimidated by a lot of the interaction from you know, the larger albums. I have a hard time calling that a mini album because it's huge. But this is this one, and then this opens this way and pulls out here. But I do have a tutorial for you. I'm sure that a lot of you already know how this is made. But if not, I'll have the measurements and everything, and it'll be something really fast and easy you can make as a quick gift for someone. And I'll be using, rather than using this paper line, of course, I'll be using next month's paper line, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So there is project number 2. Project number 3 that I told you that I made was these little seed packets, and I wasn't real crazy about how they turned out, but I did reinforce them and all to make them work, so I didn't lose all of that paper. And so I'll just be putting these in Happy Meal with probably some hosta seeds, some of my hosta seeds, so you ladies can plant you some hosta from my seeds. So there's that. The next project that I made was this altered composition book, and this book will go to, I'm just starting a collection of them. This book will actually go to Justine Stone. She does a charity thing that's called Camp Kangaroo. and it is for children who have lost both of their parents. If you guys have not heard about this, please go to Justine Stone's channel and listen to her talk about this camp that she's done for several years now to help these children. She asked for altered composition books for girls and guys of different ages. There are specifications that you have to follow, like you can't have any excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so choked up. You can't have any religious beliefs or anything like that on your cover, and wording, you know, because we have no idea what kind of homes these children were fostered from. That's the only word, and hopefully I won't get upset talking about this because it just absolutely breaks my heart. But please go over and check out Justine Stone's Camp Kangaroo. She's done this for several years. It's in honor of her mother that she lost. But it's such a good charity. So this is my composition book that I made, and I just used a hairband that I picked up at Dollar Tree, I think, at Dollar Tree. And I put a piece of the ephemera on the front here, and I added some sticky back canvas on my spine, and then on the inside I made a pocket, and as well as on the back side, and these are reinforced with 110 pound cardstock and gusseted, not gusseted, but fixed to where you can, you know, go all the way down with it. You don't have the glue here. So yeah, and then use some washi just to decorate up the spine a little bit. So there's my next project. The next project, you all had seen this, but I'm going to show it again. This is my little book that I made. Now I also made one or two for Sarah's Mountain Art, and I shared with you on that. So there was two there. There was one, there was a little box or a book that I made for Midge's Mountain Art with this paper line as well. And then I also made a little box to house because my ATCs were so dimensional that I sent to Crafty Artist Sue for her challenge of ATC cards. I had to have some sort of housing for it, so I made a little thing out of this paper line as well. But this one is mine, and it's just a mini and I shared this before, but it's like this. And what I put in here are like my paint swatches and stuff for the house, and then I can just plop it down into my purse and away I go. I've already shared it, but a little backstory on these little minis like this. I actually call these ATCs because no one makes minis this small that I'm aware of. But when I started getting really bored, I started out in scrapbooking with creative memories, and you know, they only had so many paper lines, and I had used all of them, and I was just getting really burnt out. So I started cutting up the cardboard and stuff that was in my paper packs, and started making these little minis like this just out of sheer boredom. And years ago I shared some of those that I originally started out with, so that's where that came from. I didn't realize that they were ATC size though, but there you go, and there's a little backstory. Okay, so the next thing that I made then is I made some boxed cards, and out of the paper line and all, and these also will be on my Etsy store. But I made the little box, and these are my cards. So I have this one, and this right here. These are the paper bows that I picked up from Tuesday morning. That's the Love and Lemon. And then there's the inside of that one. Here's the second one. And they are dimensional. They're popped up on foam dots. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I intentionally offset the thank you that was cut out here. I think that thank you is a Crafter's Companion die that I also found at Tuesday morning. And then there's the inside of that one. And then here's the last one with the peach. There's that one. So those are all done and ready to go. So there's the next project. I'm just going to go ahead and put these back in here while I'm at it. There's the next project. The next thing that I made then were these little boxed sets of 3x3 greeting cards. There are four in this little box. And so I made 2 boxes. And this one I haven't put the ribbon on yet to where I could show you. But they're just sweet little, they're like gift tag, the 3x3 cards. They're not, to write a big note or something in, but just as a little gift tag. So, plain on the inside, my stamp on the back, and then I did use those wooden bird cages on the front on each one of them. Yeah, there are 4 in here. So, and then the envelopes, I made the envelopes and put a belly band on them, and they're down there in the bottom. And just to make the box pretty, I added just a tad bit of the, what do you call that? What do you call this stuff? Paper filler, whatever. But anyway, just to make it pretty. So there's another thing. Now, the last project, no, it wasn't the last project. So I had a large piece of this paper left, and I went ahead and put it on a composition book. And this is what I had left after covering the front. This will be finished in next month's challenge as well, and it will also be a Camp Kangaroo composition book. But I didn't want to leave this piece of paper behind. So I did that as well. Now, one last thing that I made, and this is for you guys. So this is my giveaway box, and I've decorated it up for you. I had so much fun doing this for you all because, I don't know, you guys just really are amazing. I have some of the best subbies in the world, and I so appreciate you guys so much that I wanted to do something special for you for following along with me. And this is what I did. So I decorated your box. So when you open it, it's like, surprise! This right here, I had to take these out of the packaging. But these are the Love and Lemon gift tags that I found at Tuesday morning. All of them are there. I even cut out the little thing back here that says gift tags and twine. Where is the twine? What did I do with the twine? Oh, I know where it is. Never mind. So anyway, there's all of those tags, and there are 36 tags here for you, and they're in beautiful colors. They have the birds on them and the colors, and I thought that they went so well with this Bow Bunny collection. I mean, I thought, that's perfect. I'm going to give it to my friends. So, and then I added a little butterfly here for you because, I love my butterflies. And then the next thing I did was, remember when I bought this this die right here? This is why I wanted those dies. to use as a bag topper. I am so sorry, guys. I do have no idea why I'm losing my voice. But these are a couple of the rosettes that you all saw me make a couple of months ago, and I am sharing them with you all. And so you get that, and then I haven't put them in here yet, but you're also going to get some of my hosta seeds that you can plant, and they'll come up next year for you. And then this little thing right here is a little embellishment box, and I gave you a sneak peek of it before, but I have it filled now, so I'm going to just kind of move this out of the way. And we'll lay this right here and here and this here. So this is your embellishment box. I used a larger bird cage here, and then I fussy cut all this out. This was part of that ribbon that I was telling you about, and that was my last little piece right there. I used one of the Bo Bunny wooden butterflies, and then just a little bit of bling, and then I popped these up because I thought that was so cute. This was my favorite paper right here, and I pulled that out and saved it just for this project. I did some crackle paint on the outside, and I do apologize. My crackle paint, I don't know whether it's the humidity or what, but it wasn't acting right. But it's still shabby looking, and that look that I was going for. So let's see what's inside that you get. So here is the inside. I took and decorated each one of these little squares and put some glitter Mod Podge on each one. And then right here is your twine that goes with your little gift tags. I also included these little, some of these little bows that I got from Tuesday morning. They're the 11 lemon bows. So you have as many in there as I could. I tried to fill this just as full as I could possibly fill it. And then, do you remember the 11 lemon buttons that I bought? I stuck as many in here as I could without filling every one of the things, because I wanted to give you a variety. And then I had also bought the 11 lemon bling. So these are in different sizes that I shared with you. And then these little bird cages, the reason that there aren't more in here is, one, I didn't have any more left. But secondly, I couldn't get any more to fit right and get the box closed. So I just put some pretty, not raffia, what is this stuff called? Bag filler. I have no idea. So I forget. And so I gave you a variety of the little bird cages of what I had left out of this package. So I gave them to you. And then there's one more thing that you'll be receiving that I realized that I could stuff in the inside here, because I was trying to get it just as full as I possibly could for you all, just to show my appreciation to you, for you all playing along and watching my videos and supporting me and encouraging me. I just wanted to give back and let you know how much I appreciate it. So there's one more thing that'll go in here, and you'll just have to see that when you get it. So what I need for you to do is leave a comment below, and in your comment, if you want to be entered in this, in your comment leave the word harmony. Since I use the Harmony collection from Bo Bunny, use Harmony, and you'll be entered to win. And I think that I'll do a drawing on Sunday. I think that'll give us enough time. I'll do a drawing on Sunday, and then I'll go ahead and get this in the mail to you next week. Okay? Now, the last thing that I'm going to tell you is, are you wondering what I'm going to do for this month? Okay, so don't think that I've lost my mind, because I did that a long time ago. But I have all these projects in mind, and I do know that there's no way that I'll be able to get through all of this. But these 3 paper pads right here are all the fall paper pads that I own. And I have lots and lots of ideas. You all have seen these. The Autumn Chill, Pumpkin Spice, and then Fall Basics. So this is my thinking. Chances are, since this is only 36 sheets and it's beautiful, and I've already started pulling out and dissecting this paper pad. This one right here, I want to show you all this, but I've already been pulling out the cut aparts and stuff and have those cut apart to where I can just kind of dissect these 2. This paper right here, I'm really irritated with die cuts with a view, because if you look at it, the back side, it's great. It can be used wonderfully. But why did they not line these up and give us more recipe cards rather than only given like that or that, and this little piece and this little piece and this little piece and that? You know, why didn't they line them up and give us more recipe cards on this? It's really irritating. I pulled this out and was going to start cutting it up, and I thought, why? So I'm disappointed with that. Whoever designed that, I mean, come on, people. So my thinking is, if I can get through this, I'm going to be using all 3. I know this right here is just for a backup, like to intermingle with these 2. Now they're all 3 from the same company, so the dye colors are going to match. If you understand what I mean, like the inks are going to match. So the 3rd paper pad is just in there for me if I need it like a background color or something on one of my projects. But I'm going to try to get through Autumn Spice and Pumpkin Spice. Now, if I do not use every single piece of these 2 paper pads, I'm not going to be discouraged. This is why. Because I only have these 3 paper pads in my entire paper collection for autumn. So I'll be able to use some of them next year. Does that make sense? But I am going to see, I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to, with the projects that I have lined up, that I'll be able to get through these. So anyway, if not, then I'm not going to consider it a failure. But that is my plan for this month. So yeah, I think that's all that I have for you. I would give anything if you all would join in this challenge. It really and truly is a lot of fun. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you start, but then it turns into a, you know, it's a personal challenge for yourself, not a challenge for anyone else but you. And it is so satisfying when you get down to, you know, the last project that you can think of, and you feel good about what's left and all these empties. And, you know, we're constantly buying and doing hauls and stuff. So to see this move on out, it just, it changes your thinking. That's the only way I know how to, that's the only way that I know how to explain it. It changes your thinking on buying. It changes your thinking on, and makes you think more on projects to do. It's made me feel more creative, I guess I could say. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Let me run off the names of the ladies who are still participating. Of course, we have Daniela Hayes. She's the one who came up with this great thing, with this great challenge. And I'm going to list every one of them's link in the description box below. So we have Daniela Hayes. We have Susan Tootsie Tucker, who is a hoot. We also have Sarah with Crafting and Relaxing. She does great videos. She has some really, really good ideas. really good ideas. All of these ladies do. And then we have Tanisha K. Now, if you all haven't seen Tanisha K, let me tell you something. This girl, what she did last month, please go over and check her out. She made the coolest project, and it was a man project. And I know a lot of us struggle with manly cards, at least I do anyway. Oh my goodness. She did her entire paper pad circled around a man. It blew my mind. It blew my mind, and I thought, oh my jeepers. But anyway, go over and check these ladies out. Please join in and let Daniela know, or let one of us ladies know. Say, let us know that you're joined in, and we'll add your name in the description box and, promote your channel and support you and follow along with you. So, thanks everyone for watching and for following me, and stay tuned because there will be more videos to come. Got a tutorial video coming out. I have a progress video to let you know how I'm doing for the month of September. But you'll see me real soon do this giveaway. So don't forget, subscribe below, and don't forget, add harmony in your comment. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Talk to you later, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.